Okay, welcome to the tutorial. The purpose of this video today is to give you a step-by-step walkthrough on how to set up a website for your own painting business. So to give you an idea of what you can do, this is my website that I've had up for a while now. You can see it's pretty basic, but it's also pretty clean looking, and it looks pretty modern. So to give you just a brief overview of what's included, we've got some text here up top. We've got this call to action right here, this free estimate button that's going to allow customers the ability to schedule their own estimate. And we've got a little testimonial here from a past customer, and then just some other information here that customers may find interesting if they're looking to read through some stuff. Also important to point out is that the slideshow we've got going here, customers really love looking at previous jobs, so it's important to have some kind of picture album or some kind of scrolling picture setup because customers eat that stuff up. So you've got a little blurb about me. Again, another call to action right here. The free estimate, which is sort of the highlight of the page. The whole point of sending people here is that they will eventually sign up for a free estimate. And then the contact us page if anybody needs to get a hold of me right away. So now that we know what our end goal is here, we're going to go ahead and walk you through step by step on what it takes to get from having no website at all to going here where you have a functioning website and a functioning domain. So the first thing you'll want to do is buy a domain name. For me, it was the name of my company, mdhpainting.com, MDH Painting, which I turned into mdhpainting.com. And the best way to do that is to go to Google, and we'll type in $1 GoDaddy domain. Now, this is a cool little trick that I learned. Typically, a domain will cost between $10 and $15 a year, but if you go through and you type it in through Google, there's a special link that you can follow to get a domain for only $1. This is where you would enter the URL or the domain that you would want, so that when people go up here in the search bar and in the URL bar, they type in, you know, Jack's Painting Company or mdhpaintingcompany.com, and they go to your website. Then that's how they're directed here. So today we're just gonna use a fake painting company. We're gonna call this happydogpainters.com, and we'll click go. Okay, so I've already gone through and I've added this domain to my shopping cart. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. And so it's been added to my cart, it says. We're going to go down here. You have to scroll through a bunch of stuff and then click continue to cart. And because we went through that $1 GoDaddy domain link, instead of just going through the regular site, it's only 99 cents plus some fees. So it's actually $1.17, not $1. But anyways, so again, that's a great way to save money. So we'll go ahead and proceed to checkout. And I'm going to go ahead and enter my customer info. So I've entered my my customer login info. If you don't already have an account with GoDaddy, you'll need to sign up for one. But now it's asking for all my billing information. And if you're noticing anything funny with the order summary here, if it somehow reset itself as it did for me to $14 or $15, you'll need to go back through that Google link again and go to Google and then type in, you know, $1 GoDaddy domain. Click on that link just like we did before and search for the domain and purchase it, except for this time you'll be accessing it while you're already logged in. But if it only says $1.17 here, then you're good. You don't have to do any of that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead here and enter my billing information, and then I'm going to click continue. So you're going to go through that whole setup process. After you've gone through the checkout, it's going to take you to this page and say it's go time. Get started using your products now. And at this point, we're going to come back to this, but we don't need to do anything more with it right now. So for now, we're done with this, but we'll move on to the next phase of the process, which is actually building out the website part of it. So if you remember earlier in the video where I showed you my personal painting website that I use for my own painting business, this was created with a free website editor called Weebly. You can see the little mark down here. So it's actually very easy to use, even for somebody who has really only had experience with Microsoft Word and Excel and that kind of stuff. It's very easy. You don't have to do any coding or any programming to actually set this up. So we'll go ahead and get started. I've already got an account with them, so I'll just go ahead and log in. But if you're new to this, you'll need to sign up, and it is free. There are no catches or anything like that. It's completely free. So once you've signed up for your account and you're logged in, it's going to show you what sites that you have currently available to you. So these are sites since I've already had an account, I've been playing around with it. These are sites that I already have up and running. But if you're a new user, you're going to want to add a site. So it's going to ask you, what do you want to do, a site, a blog, or store, and you want to choose site. And from there, you'll need to pick a template. Now, there are a bunch of different templates you can choose. You'll have to spend some time looking through them. But for today, we'll just go ahead and set up a new site based on the template that I use for my other site, mdhpainting.com. So you can select the color theme that you want to choose, and then just click choose. So we'll choose this one. Okay, so this option here, right here, choose your website domain. We're going to go ahead and connect our domain that we just purchased, happydogpainters.com, to this site that we're building, this Weebly-based site. So that when people go online, they can type in happydogpainters.com and be connected to our site here. So we'll go ahead and walk you through that. So you've got three options here that pop up. The option that we want to select is connect a domain that you already own. So we'll click this. Okay, we'll say, okay, our website name is happydogpainters.com, and we'll continue. The window is going to close out, and then you'll need to go up here and click publish, and then that window appears again, and you'll want to click continue again. And now it gives you some options. And you've got to kind of take a minute, read through these. So to set up your domain with Weebly, your domain's DNS settings need to be updated, blah, blah, blah. And it gives you the option to do it that way. But the way to do it, the fastest way to do it is to choose option B, make the DNS changes yourself. So we'll click continue. Okay, it's giving us an error, so we'll go back to that. Whoops. Okay. Oh yeah, so we have to click domain setup instructions. So we want to see instructions. Okay, and it gives you a pretty much step-by-step look at what you need to do. Now I'm going to warn you, this is a little bit technical, but it's nothing that you can't do if you just pay attention and follow the steps that we're going to outline here. So we have specific instructions for GoDaddy and Yahoo. For all other registrars, follow these general instructions. So we're going to click on the GoDaddy instructions. Okay, and we're going to use this page as a walkthrough of how to set up our domain so that it links to our site. Next step for us is to go back to GoDaddy. So we'll go ahead and log in. And we'll click on My Account and Manage Your Domains. Okay, and then from there we'll click on DNS and DNS Manager. And we're going to find the domain that we own. We're going to click Edit Zone. So from there, we'll need to look at the instructions again one more time and see what it wants us to do. Okay, so we're right here. You'll see a whole mess of settings on the page, but you only need to change 1 or 2 records. Okay, start by clicking the Edit button in the upper left. So let's go ahead and find that. All right, so edit, upper left. Well, I don't see an edit button. Oh, but if we just click into it there, it's going to let us edit that. Okay, and then we want to change the @ record at the very top. Scroll over it and click the pen and paper icon to edit it. Okay. Enter one of our IP addresses in the provided box. Our IP addresses are yada yada yada. Okay, if you find this confusing, all right, so we're just going to go ahead and click or copy and paste this, and we're going to put that into this box here. So I've just copied that number, and I'm going to go ahead and take it here, and I'm going to paste it right there. And now let's see what it says. The next thing that we need to do is, okay, so after you've entered the IP address, click out of the box, then make sure the www.cname record points to @. If it doesn't, scroll over it, click the pencil icon, and enter @. Okay, so we need to go to the CNAME. So www points to @ which is what it wanted us to check, and it does point there, so that's good. Almost done. Okay, great. All that remains to be done is clicking the Save Zone File button in the upper right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that here in a second, but you should note it will take GoDaddy up to 24 hours to update the records with the change. However, when I've done this before, it may take 30 minutes, an hour, or 2 hours, or even shorter than that. So we'll see how long it takes here. But we're just going to go ahead and click Save Zone File, click OK, and we'll click OK again. And bam, it's done. So in an hour or so, maybe more, we'll be able to go to our URL bar and put in happydogpainters.com, and it's going to bring up our site. Oh wow, that was extremely fast. So it's already got it loaded up, and that was within probably about 30 seconds of us saving that file. So that's great. So this is what our site looks like right now. Obviously it's blank because we haven't added anything to it, but that's going to be what we do next. Right now we're back on Weebly.com. We're in the website editor. We've got to close out these windows here. And now we've got to actually set up the content of our website. So we're going to model it after the other website that I created for my painting business and make it similar looking to this. So we'll go ahead and click. We'll call this Happy Dog. Whoops. Happy Dog Painters. All right, Happy Dog Painters. And let's see. So it looks like I've got a few different menu options here. Home, About Us, Free Estimate, and Contact Us. We'll go ahead and create those. So we want to create another menu option. Let's see how we do that. Okay. Oh, here we go. Up here, pages. So we want to add a page. We'll make this standard page. And we'll call this Free Estimate. All right. And we'll move this over here. Okay, great. So now we'll go back. Whoops. We'll save it and we'll edit it. Go back here. Oh wow! Now there's a castle on my website. That's cool. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our home page here, and it's important to note that if you want the two columns set up like this, where you've got pictures in one column and the testimonial and the free estimate button in another, you're going to want to click on Pages and then go to the home page and click No Header. And we'll go ahead and save this. And what that's going to do is it's going to get rid of that pesky little header that was there. And it's also going to allow you to put two columns on this page. Okay, so we are going to go back here, and so we want to add this Speedy Professional Done Right. You can put whatever slogan in you want, but I'll go ahead and I'll add that in here. We'll actually just put the text in. Whoops, we're going to get rid of this. That was an accident. I'll put this text box in. We'll call it Speedy Professional Done Right. We'll go ahead and we'll make the text larger. Alright, there we go. That's about as large as it's going to get. Okay, so now we can add some pictures. We'll click the slideshow. Okay, so you've got a bunch of different options here as how you want to display the pictures. And you can choose any one of these. I like this one the best. It seems to be the classiest to me. So I'll click that one, select that one. Okay. Now you want to upload job photos from your computer. So just click upload and whoops, go back. And I'm just going to pick a few photos that would look good. Okay, so now these are done uploading. Make sure that your photos are big enough or they're going to turn out really small on your site. So when you're done adding the photos, click save and they'll be on here. And what we want to do next is give it that two column look like on this page. So we're going to shop around here. Okay, great. So columns, we're going to add those here. And it says drag elements here. So I'm going to drag this over here. And I can make this bigger or smaller depending on what my preferences are. Okay. And now we can add this text over here. So here's the call to action on my actual site. Schedule your free estimate today. That's what I want people to do. And then free estimate. So I'm going to go ahead and add that text in. So let's find a text box. This is a title box. We don't want that. It's got to be in here somewhere. Okay, here we go. It's right next to the title box. So we'll click text. We'll say schedule your free estimate today. Okay. And that's important, so we'll make that bigger. And then we want to put a really cool button in there so that people are attracted to it and it looks nice. So we'll add that button. Okay, now that's gray, so that's kind of ugly, but we can make it green. We'll make it a large button and we'll link it to our other page, but we'll do that here in a second. And now I want to edit the text and I'll say free estimate. Okay, great. So that looks pretty similar. Now I've got an actual quote, an actual testimonial from a customer that I'll be pasting in here. So I'm just gonna put this on there. All right. Add another text box. Instead, this time we don't really want a text box. We want something that looks a little bit different. So we'll use the block quote. And click here to edit. We'll just go ahead and copy and paste that text. Okay, so there's that. And this button looks a little bit weird being where it is. I kind of want to center it, so we'll go ahead and press center. Okay, and then we'll want some fill text in here because it would look kind of weird if we just left it blank. So we'll go back over here to text. And I'm just going to use what's already on my website so I don't bore you guys too much. And I'll paste that. And of course I can change this, the size, maybe make it bold to highlight the fact that it's a title. Oh, here we go. Gotta highlight it first, then we'll increase the size, make it bold. Still looking for something a little bit bigger. Okay. Great. So now that's all set up. And now we can set up our free estimate page. So we want to get rid of this first of all. Delete. You can put a contact form in here. And it looks like that'll work. You can change this to one column if you want, or you can keep it as it is. And I'm not going to go through exactly what you're going to have your contact form say, but you should be able to figure that part out on your own. But basically you can customize different parts of the form if you click around. You can say whether or not it's a required field, what the category for that particular form says, all that kind of stuff as well. So I'll leave that to you guys. And then you can put some information about your company. It looks like this page has the castle image on it, which we don't want. So we'll go ahead and click no header for the about page. Whoops. No header. Save and edit. And you can add stuff on there. Right here I put a nice smiling face right here, and then I've got some information about me. And then of course at the bottom, the most important part is the call to action, the free estimate page right there. So that's important as well. So we're back on the home page here, and one little thing I wanted to show you is make sure that you link your free estimate button to the estimate page, the page where they give you their information, because you want to make sure that when they click on the button, it goes to where it's supposed to go. So we'll go ahead and select free estimate from here, click save, and then when they click on this, it will go to that page. So we'll just go ahead and try it out. Obviously, guys, we haven't quite built it out or polished it up yet, but at least at this point you know on a basic level how to do things, how to add text, how to add pictures, how to add a free estimate button. So we'll just go ahead and click that, make sure that works, and hopefully that will redirect us. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to publish it. Always publish your site when you're done editing it. That way it will go live for you, and people will be able to view it as you have edited it. So go ahead and click refresh. Okay, so go to the free estimate page, and boom, look where it puts us. It puts us right here on this free estimate page that we've set up with that form. So I'm also going to show you something else that is really cool today, which is Quark CRM. It's a web application developed specifically for painting contractors. And one specific feature of many that I want to point out today is this cool feature that allows you to embed your company's calendar into your personal website. So we're inside the application. We're just going to copy some code that they've set out for us. We'll go back to Weebly here, and let's go to that estimate page. And so instead of having this form, we're actually going to just delete this. All right, let's figure out how to do that. Oh, clicking all over the place. Okay, so we'll save this. We'll X this out, delete it. Okay, now we want to go down to the HTML editor. I know it's in here somewhere. It's got to be around here somewhere. Let's find it. Image and text, image. Okay, let's see, button, HD video, document, YouTube, file, product, block quote. Okay, here we go, embed code, here it is. We're gonna embed that, and let's make sure we get rid of this 2-column thing because that looks kind of screwy. Okay, so basically you just copy and paste that code that we saw on the previous page, and it's going to put this calendar on our page. And this is an actual live calendar of availabilities for a painting business. So if your customer is coming to your website, they would be able to go in here, click on a date or in a time that is available, and schedule themselves right into their calendar without having to call you or you having to call them or have to play phone tag with them and all that kind of stuff. So there are a couple of things we can do to tweak this and make this bigger, but for today's purposes, we'll just show you how it would work in the context of this rough website setup. So we'll go to our page, we'll refresh it. So here's the calendar. And what you would do is, as a customer of your painting business, you would click on this, fill out your information here, and then you'd be scheduled right into the system. So by the way, QuarkCRM, great system to use, something you'll definitely want to check out at some point and look into further. You can email me for a free trial. My email address is michael@quarkcrm.com. We'll have a link to that in the description below if you're viewing this on YouTube. And then I'll also put it up right here on the screen, and I'll find a way to do that here. So michael@quarkcrm.com for more information. Oh, and again, the web address itself is quarkcrm.com. And it's easier if we just do it this way. Okay, there you go. So just go here if you want to learn more about that. But anyways, that's pretty much it. The rest of it you can probably figure out on your own without us needing to go through it together. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. And if you need any advice or any tips, feel free to shoot me an email at that address that I gave you, michael@quarkcrm.com. And I'll be happy to get in touch with you. You can also email me at my painting business address, which is michael@mdhpainting.com. I actually work both businesses, so you can reach me at either one. And again, if there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. And good luck in setting up your website, and good luck with your business. Thank you.